Well, as the weather people promised, it has warmed up quite a bit. My thermometer says 2 degrees Celsius today, so I am definitely going to start working on the greenhouse. Caddis is just hanging out, chewing on sticks. She likes to do that. You coming? So we got to get all the junk out of there. Chairs, old plants, all that stuff. And I'm going to try and get some sort of composting setup happening in there today. Who knows if it'll work. It's still pretty cold at night. Still goes down to minus 18 Celsius. They're calling for like minus 10 this week at night. So hopefully that happens. Hopefully it starts to warm up even more. But for now, let's get this thing cleaned up. Obviously there's a lot to do. Going to use this old dog crate. Hopefully. I gotta make some adjustments though. Normally it opens on these ends, but it's too tall. Yeah, that's gonna be much better. Easier to get a shovel in, pitchfork, some kind of rake. Definitely. Just get some wood to reinforce it. My next step here is going to be to put some wood around the outside of this cage, just so it's not quite as flimsy, and also I don't want compost falling out all over the place, as you know, while it's sitting in here, and if I have to pick it up and move it or something like that. So we'll get some wood put on it. It'll look a little nicer too. It won't just look like an old dog cage. Doesn't look too bad. I might want to put a couple more strips in here, some thinner stuff. But aside from that, I think it's looking alright. Now all we got to do is fill it up. We'll start with a few pots of soil that we had from the pots in the greenhouse from last fall. These are still pretty frozen, so hopefully the heat will thaw these out of it. Next we will put some of the chicken bedding. I'm not sure if this stuff will really start to stink in here or not. I have a feeling it will. I'm willing to compromise a little bit of stink for a little bit of free heat in here. On top of that, put a bunch of the stuff that we took out of the pots today. More chicken poop. Kitchen scraps. Wood ash. potting soil. Some water. Water. You don't want your compost to be dry. More ash. This ash is all just straight out of our wood stove. Top it off with a little bit more of this bedding. And one more bucket of water. I also have some horse manure I can put in here too later on. It's a little bit of a pain right now because we can't run any hoses. Everything will just freeze. So I gotta keep running inside to get these buckets of water. Same deal with watering the chickens. It's the most annoying chore with the chickens because you gotta bring their water inside. Well, we will see what happens with this. Hopefully it starts to compost. I definitely don't expect it to heat the whole greenhouse, that's for sure. This is a tiny, tiny box. But if it does start to compost at this time of year, that's a good sign that we can build something bigger than this in here and hopefully be able to heat this place for free, possibly all winter. I really don't think that's going to happen, but you never know. My plan inside of the greenhouse here, if this does work, is to build benches along here that would come out a couple feet, kind of out to here. All of these benches, all along all three walls here, would be composting. That might be enough to actually heat this thing. It's really hard to say. I'd insulate the outside with straw bales banked up around the outside, and then when it snows, bank some snow up on top of those. You never know. Looking for ideas. If you have any ideas, let me know in the comments. We'd love if you subscribed. It'd be nice to have you along for the ride. I'll be doing updates on the composter. I'll take its temperature every day. Things like that. We'll just have a peek at it. I may not get those up on YouTube, but if you look in the description here, you'll see links to our Instagram and Facebook, and that is where I will definitely be updating. I'm done for the day. I'm going to go in, get the fire going, start cooking dinner. See ya!